With the hype surrounding the Outdoors update having gone and passed, many players are wondering what updates and features are next to come. So I thought I'd take this video to highlight every single confirmed new feature coming in a future update to Doors, as well as the themes of those updates. Keep in mind though that all the upcoming content mentioned in this video isn't just speculation, but are confirmed or heavily implied to be implemented based on messages from the developers themselves, as well as evidence in-game. As for when these updates may come out, it's largely unknown. However, we were given estimates for some of them, so I'll make sure to discuss those as well. We have got a lot to go over today, so with all of that being said, let's begin. Alright, so starting off, we have the Floor 3 update. This one is probably the most well-known upcoming feature, but as it's been confirmed several times, the mines isn't the end of the Doors story, and that will at least be getting 4 floors. Based on the ending of Floor 2, Floor 3 will take place in a giant castle building, and it's also been confirmed to provide major insights into the backstory of Figure, so it's likely they'll be an antagonist of the new area. Additionally, given Seek's presence at the end of Floor 2, I believe they'll be in the subfloor as well, as that just makes sense. Other than those details, we don't really know too much about Floor 3 that isn't just pure speculation, but what we do know is its supposed time of release. When asked, the developers said the update would arrive this year, and given the previous update schedule, it may come out at the end of this year, such as in December. So I guess this will be a nice Christmas gift to look forward to. Moving on though, the next major confirmed update that will be added is an overhaul to the room subfloor. Given how outdated and stylistically different this area of the game is to the rest of Doors, as well as some other controversy that I won't get into in this video, the Doors developers have decided that eventually they would like to completely overhaul the room subfloor. Based on the wording of one of their messages, it appears the entire subfloor will be remade from the ground up to fit the build style of the rest of the game. Don't worry though, as it's likely all the entities will remain the same, and probably even some new ones will be added. Additionally, the developers would also like to make the process of getting the A1000 badge more engaging, as right now it's just 2 hours of walking and nothing else, although the exact method of how remains unknown to us. Other than that, we don't really know much else about what's going to be added in this room's update. However, given how often it's been spoken about, I assume it'll release after Floor 3 comes out, so we'll probably be getting this update in 2026. Now, those were all of the major confirmed updates coming to Doors, so now let's talk about individual features that are likely to be implemented. Starting off, we have the introduction of a new entity, who I'm sure you all know by now, that being Wade. Wade is a slug-alligator hybrid that was originally planned to spawn in flooded rooms in the mines. However, it was scrapped from the game before the floor was released. However, given how they are directly addressed by El Goblino, I think it's very likely they'll receive the Louis treatment. For those unaware, Louis was originally planned to also be released with Floor 2, but it was delayed to be a feature in the content update. El Goblino also mentioned Louis prior to its introduction in the mines, so given how he does the same for Wade, it's probable Wade is still in the minds of the developers and he will be added in a later update. Albeit which update that is, as well as the entity's functionality, currently remains unknown. Moving on though, the next upcoming feature that was confirmed to be added is an update to Screech. Don't worry, this isn't anything too major, but it does involve a new feature surrounding the entity. As you may know, in ranked mode you are actually able to see when Screech is attacking another player, because a 2D Screech image appears next to the player when it spawns on them. It was confirmed that this 2D image would be replaced by a 3D model of Screech with custom animations, although as of now that has yet to be implemented. It is actually unknown if this feature would be exclusive to ranked mode or if it would also appear in the normal game. Additionally, as you may know, in Floor 2 all of Screech's animations were updated to be more fluid and dynamic. All the animations except the crucifix one. a new crucifix animation was created by Jasper, who is the lead animator for Doors, although it was never implemented in the Floor 2 update. So we may finally see this get added in a future update given how it's already completed and the developers just need to put it into the game. Next up, we have probably one of my most favorite upcoming features, and that is the figure killing giggle entity interaction. For those unaware, during Floor 2 development, a special interaction existed between Figure and Giggle, where if a Giggle was thrown into Figure's room, Figure would hear it, run to it, and crush it with its foot. This feature, although very cool, is actually bugged currently in the game, so although Figure still hears thrown Giggles and runs to them, he doesn't actually smash them with his foot. Since this interaction is fully coded into the game and it is just bugged, I assume that eventually it will be fixed and Figure will properly smash Giggles in the face. Now, keep in mind that this feature doesn't really serve a practical purpose, although it could be useful for distracting Figure given the absolute rarity of a Giggle spawning close enough to Figure's room to actually throw it in. It's basically impossible to encounter this without the admin panel, but it's still a very cool implementation nonetheless, and I am looking forward to seeing this bug finally fixed. Lastly though, the final new update I'd like to discuss is actually one that will release the earliest, and that is a new achievement system. Essentially, a new progress bar will appear in the achievements menu, and as you gain more badges, that bar will fill up. Some achievements, such as A1000, will be listed as optional, and have a dotted line around its icon to notify that, and that means the achievement won't count towards the progression bar. Once the bar reaches 100%, you'll gain a cool star icon next to your player name. Now, this is a good quality of life feature, but I personally am not really on board with all of the changes it brings, such as the removal of the Roblox badge for optional achievements, which just seems really unnecessary. I've documented my opinions on this change in my community posts, so if you'd like to see them, just head over there and scroll down a little, but I won't get into them in this video. But this achievement system is pretty cool, I will admit. It just needs a little bit of tweaking, but I guess it's something to look forward to in the next couple weeks. Anyways, those were basically all of the confirmed major and minor updates coming to Doors in the future. A lot was revealed, such as Floor 3 and a rooms overhaul for the major updates, as well as a new entity, an update to Screech, an updated special entity interaction, and an overhauled achievements menu for the minor updates. I'd also like to mention that on top of all of that, another minor update which will be implemented is a yellow curious light themed crucifix effect for when you crucify subfloor entities. This was actually a feature at some point during the content update, but it was removed due to a bug. But once that is fixed, it will be re-implemented. Anyways, with all of that being said, let me know in the comments what you think of all of these upcoming updates, as well as if I missed any in this video, as I'm sure I probably missed a few details. And thank you all for watching, and I hope you enjoyed.